drafted, finding out where you were going, and also knowing that you'll have some other young talent around you. I don't know if you've seen kind of everyone that got drafted alongside you to Washington, but how would you encapsulate everything that just happened?
I truly have no words. My heart is still beating super fast. I told myself I wasn't gonna get emotional, that I was gonna be a big girl, but once your name is called, like truly, like everything that you worked hard for, it just flashes through your mind. So I feel one, super blessed and grateful that the Mystics chose me. I'm super excited to play with Sonia and with Georgia. They're great girls. I've been competing against them, so I'm excited to be teammates now. But yeah, I feel like just this opportunity is such a blessing, and there's really, truly no words to describe how I'm feeling right now.
Kiki in the center to your right.
Hi Kiki, congratulations, Ciara with MTMB Sports. When you hear the words, I am beautiful, I am enough, what does the first thing that comes to your mind? And if you can write 2 words on a mirror entering this next level, what would it be?
Oh, wow. When I hear the first part of your question, I think about just being confident, being unapologetically yourself, and just, yeah, staying authentic. And then could you repeat the second part of your question? I'm sorry.
If you could write 2 words on a mirror enter into this next level, what would they be?
I would say, keep going and trust the process. I know that wasn't 2 words, but yes.
Okay, first row to your right, Kiki.
Hi Kiki, congratulations, right here. Question for you, flash forward, it's the night before your WNBA debut. What message do you have for your future self?
You belong here. Stay confident, be confident. The journey is not linear. And again, just trust the process.
Kiki, front row, all the way to your right.
How you doing, Kiki? Daniel Artest from the 9450. Your game took a leap this season. What changed in you mentally, emotionally that allowed that growth to happen?
Yeah, this whole season, truly, like I titled it, the season of growth. I feel like I grew in all areas. I grew in all areas, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I think on the court, I grew the most as a leader. I had to really step up. I've never really had to be in a leadership role, but I had to this season, and I had to balance being new, but also being a vet. So that was an interesting journey for me, but I learned so much from it. And then more tangible on the court, I feel like defensively is really where I took a leap. I had to guard more guards, shooting 4s, guard on the perimeter, guard flares, staggers, so really just be challenged defensively. And I feel like that's one thing that will help me, get some minutes in the W.
Kiki, also in the front row, all the way to the right.
Hi Kiki, this is Chris Gunther from the Chris Gunther Show. What message does you being drafted send to other young girls that look like you?
You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it, but even better. I think, in my position, I'm just trying to make the league, the world, a better place for the girls coming up behind me that also look like me. But I think it's great seeing representation. I'm doing it for the Nigerian girls, the little black girls, the girls in LA, honestly, everybody that just, has helped me get to this journey. So I think I just tell them, do it, but do it even better than I did. Nigerian, if you ask any Nigerian, is kind of like a personality trait. We're super proud, we're very confident, and we have this phrase, Najano de Kari last. And that just means in everything that you do, you strive for excellence. If someone can do it, you can do it even better. So I think that's something that I live my life by. And then in terms of the Olympics, I don't know yet. We'll see whatever happens. But I'm excited for DC. There's a great Nigerian population over there as well. So I can't wait to get over there.
All right, this will be our last question for Kiki, all the way to the back in the center.
Hi Kiki, Gabe Zoda from Sideline Sports Network. Congratulations. And you talked about your growth as a leader, and now going to a team that is a young team, has some vets, but really young team. How can you use that growth as a leader to continue to grow, but also be a leader on a more younger squad?
Definitely. I think for me, I'm still going to listen to the girls, ahead of me and hear all that they have to give me, their advice. But I think for myself, also knowing that I have a voice, I have something to bring to the table, and still navigating with them. I feel like that's the beauty of being on a young team. We're kind of growing together. So I'm just super excited to get to work with all these ladies.